See these words, three words, trust, faith, and belief. There is a very thin line of demarcation.
We learn about life through questions.
How do we manage that in a relationship?
Can it also affect the circumstances?
Are they able to really understand anything?
Why all these three things are linked together?
So what do we do with social media?
To answer some of these, Mr. Praveen Mankar, founder of Pratibimb Charitable Trust, brings to you Face to Face. This week, we are talking about belief, trust, and faith.
It is said that the base of any healthy relationship is trust. Some say that the foundation of a relation is trust. Some say it is faith, and some say that it is belief. So, what exactly is trust?
What exactly is trust? Trust as in a relationship or trust as in an entity? Because we are Pratibimb Charitable Trust.
No, here we are actually talking about trust in a relation.
Okay, trust in a relation. I trust you. What do I mean when I say I trust you? That whatever you think, say or do, I consider it to be true. And therefore, I trust you. But when what you think, say and do are not in sync with what I expect you to think, say and do, then I say I don't trust you.
So, when I say I don't trust you because it is not according to what I think,
Yes.
so where is the trust? It is what I want to hear that I say is trust.
No, when you say something and when you do something else which is not what you say, then I have question marks about your integrity. When I have no question marks about your integrity, then I trust you. The whole subject is about your integrity. Now, some people have a habit of saying, I trust people at first instance for whatever they project themselves to be, because I don't like to start a relationship with mistrust. And then I discover that my trust has been breached, that my trust was ill-founded. Then I start becoming suspicious, I start mistrusting people. I have now question marks about the integrity of that person.
So, the actions should follow the words.
You should be in sync. Thoughts, words and deeds should be in sync. I think something, I speak something else and I do something else. I am not in sync. Then how can anybody trust you? For example, you say, let's meet up on the phone. And I say, yes, let's meet up. Then you say, okay, Thursday, 7 p.m. at XYZ place. I said, yes, wonderful, sounds nice to me. Thursday, 7 p.m. XYZ place. I am there on Thursday, XYZ place at 7 p.m. and you don't turn up. And then I call you at 7:30. Hey, what happened? I am waiting for you. Aren't we supposed to meet here at 7 today? Today? Did I say Thursday? Wow. Now I start wondering that this person is completely out of integrity. She said Thursday because she must have thought Thursday. Now she is saying, did I say Thursday? That means what she spoke was probably not what she was thinking. She was probably thinking Friday and she said Thursday. So let's assume that your head and your tongue were in sync and you did say Thursday and you didn't turn up. So hey, here she's taking me casually. She doesn't respect my time, my commitment. I am here at XYZ place at 7 o'clock, which was the time committed, the day committed, and this lady doesn't turn up. So now I doubt your integrity. Now whatever you say, I will have hesitation, trepidation in believing whatever you say. So now I don't trust you.
So, how would faith be different from trust?
See these words, three words, trust, faith and belief. There is a very thin line of demarcation. When I say trust, trust is about individuals. When I say faith, faith may be about individuals, may be about non-existent entities. I have faith in God. Do I have any tangible proof that God exists? No, I don't have any tangible, but I have faith that God exists derived from logic. I have faith that there is God. I have faith that God is fair. And I have faith that God loves everybody.
So, where does belief come in there?
Now for belief I need proof. There is a connection between happening and my belief. That happening was in tune with what was said and therefore I believe. The happening was not in tune with what was said and therefore I don't believe. So there has to be something to occur for me to believe or disbelieve. Faith doesn't require any proof, and therefore faith and science don't go hand in hand. Science requires proof,
So belief would be circumstantial.
belief is circumstantial.
So it can vary from every situation or circumstances
100%.
because it requires proof.
100%. Now, if you come and tell me that I have 100% cure for diabetes and you are a qualified lawyer, why should I believe you? But if you say, I have 100% proof that in such a situation, this case is not tenable in the court of law, I believe you because you have knowledge about law. But if you come and say, diabetes, I have got 100% cure, I have question marks. A lawyer को क्या मालूम diabetes के बारे में? Unless you demonstrate that though you are a lawyer, you are also adept at home remedies, cures.
So till proved otherwise.
So it is again circumstantial. The circumstances proved that you know medicine, though you are a lawyer. And therefore, I believe you.
So if we say that in a relation, if in a relation gets spoiled, we normally say, I no longer trust you. Can this trust which is broken for whatever reason, can it be created again or can we get that back? Or once broken can never be?
It's like a one-piece glass. It can be mended once it is broken. Will it be restored to its original? Never. The crack will always show. So trust is something similar. That it can be mended, but there will be hesitation in that mended relationship. As they say, no? कि जब दूध से जलती है तो छाछ भी फूंक के पीते हैं. When you get scalded by hot milk, then you will even blow a room temperature buttermilk and drink. So that crack will always show in the relationship. There is a small gap that has been created. It might be bridged, but the gap is there. A bridge is necessary when there is a distance. So bridging has happened, but the distance remains.
So can trust or faith be lost easily?
Yes, depending on your strength of character. Okay, you did something out of character, you did something out of integrity. I am still of the benevolent, forgiving kind. इंसान से गलती हो जाता है, ठीक है यार, देखते हैं, no problem. गलती हो गई. And I continue trusting you. And then you repeat the breach of trust. And I give you one more chance and you continue breach of trust. Then I start waking up. So it varies from individual to individual. Some people will break off at the first instance. I cannot trust any longer. Some people may be more generous. और मौका देते हैं, गलती इंसान से ही होती है. So it cannot be stated as a thumb rule कि first instance and the trust is broken.
So in a relation, we would say what comes first or what should be developed first, trust or faith?
I don't think it is an intellectual matter. It is a matter of experience. It's an experiential matter. When you come across integrity, faith and trust automatically start building through your experience. But if your experience has contradictory views, then it's a start-stop relationship. You started trusting and then the trust collapsed and then, okay, again, because of your generous nature, you started giving value, the trust started building and again something happened and it collapsed. So it is start-stop relationship. It will never build.
So what amounts to faithfulness, trust or belief?
Faithfulness is being true. Normally we say faithfulness in husband-wife relationship. So you are true to each other, that's being faithful. I have faith in you and you fulfill my faith, that's faithfulness, and it works both ways. Belief, whatever you communicate, I believe you. Belief is based on either faith, I have faith in my husband, so I believe him, or trust which got developed over a period of time.
So if I trust, if I have faith, I believe the person. right? But when I believe that person and there's proof that proves otherwise, then the trust and the faith
all go
vanishes.
all go crashing. Whereas in case of belief, there might be some relationships where every time you need to prove that what you are saying, thinking and doing is the truth. So that is restricted to belief. There is no trust, there is no faith. It is all belief, incident to incident. It's like a customer-client relationship or a customer-supplier relationship. So every supply you make, I believe you only when I have the veracity that your supply is as per the commitment. I don't carry forward that belief to the next supply. I don't trust you for the next supply. I will still look at you suspiciously for the next supply. So I don't trust you. But your consistency in supply makes me believe that, okay, this supply has been good. Okay, this person has honored his or her commitment as far as the supply is concerned. I believe you from instance to instance, but it doesn't cultivate into trust or faith.
But if this is repeatedly done,
then it might cultivate into I trust this supplier. उसको एडवांस दे दो, वो सप्लाई टाइम में देगा और सही क्वांटिटी और क्वालिटी में सप्लाई करेगा, उसको एडवांस दे दो. When I start developing that trust, then I don't negotiate with you on terms and conditions. I may still have them on paper, where my terms and conditions are 45 days after supply, full payment. But you requested for 40% advance and I tell my finance department, release that 40%, which is not in the contract, but it is based on the trust which you built in me through consistent supply over a period of time. Now, I have been a good customer and I have actually paid you within the 45 days period. Now you trust me that I will pay you in 45 days. So now there is a relationship that has got built up as a supplier and a user. It's a big subject, but it's highly personalized subject. Varies from individual to individual, varies in degrees.
So can it be that many incidents or something with others can make you a person who would never believe in trusting someone else?
Possible.
Like the first instance, you don't trust a person.
Possible.
Till
If your
proved.
upbringing is like that, not to trust anybody, you could be that person. I won't trust anybody. I have been taught that way. So I can be an untrusting person, cultivated through somebody else's experience.
And there's nothing wrong about that. Or like,
As long as it is contractual, there's nothing wrong. In contract, it is how you accept the terms and conditions. It's a mutual agreement. So where is the right and wrong? You agreed to it.
so can we call or say trust, faith and belief in the same breath?
You can. They are cousins. Degrees vary.
Because we generally use the term trust very fast.
We use these words interchangeably. Because as I said, there is a very fine line of demarcation between these three words.
We got to understand today that in any relationship, we start with belief, build it with trust, and cement it with faith.
If you have some questions about life, please connect with us. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for weekly updates.